Just a few words about Yoga Nidra before we begin. We have been hearing that what you are seeking is already you. You are what you have been seeking. We also know that the mind makes so much noise that we cannot detect the silent presence behind the sound of the mind. It's like we have a rock band next door. That's our mind. And our mind is so loud that we cannot hear the silent presence that is always present behind the mind. And so yoga tells us that in order to recognize the silence behind the noise of the mind, we need to quiet things down. Yoga Nidra is yogic sleep. It takes us down into the same brain waves as sleep, but we maintain a very gentle awareness. And here what happens is that the mind moves from a loud voice in our head to a conversational tone, to a whisper. And as the mind becomes more and more quiet, the silence, the sound of the presence itself begins to shine. So how do we quiet the mind? Many ways that we know. One of them is energy. We feel energy in the body as sensation. Energy is consciousness or presence made visible. Just as a wave is the visible aspect of the ocean, energy is the visible aspect of consciousness. And energy and consciousness are like a lover and beloved. Energy wants to go home. Shakti wants to go home. And she knows the way home. The only thing that keeps her from going home is the mind, who steals her prana. So in Yoga Nidra, in this style of Yoga Nidra, we have two things that we focus on. The first is quieting the mind, getting it down from a screaming voice to a quiet voice. The second thing we do is we free the energy that is normally being held hostage, dominated by the mind. It's usually used up in our fear and anxiety and worries. And when those worries become more quiet, that energy is freed. And when that energy is freed, where does it go? Back to her beloved, back to the source from which she came. So we don't have to find our way home. We let prana, the spirit, carry us home. So a brief story. I want you to imagine a boy as the mind and a horse as prana. And in the beginning, mind tells prana what to do. They ride together, and the rider, the boy, the mind tells prana what to do. And they ride together, and prana is happy to be told what to do. They take a rest, and then mind is ready to come home. He gets back on the horse, and he realizes that even though he came and traveled far, he has no idea how to get back to the place from which he came. But then he realizes that even though he doesn't know the way home, prana does. But in order for prana to take him home, the spirit force to take him home, he has to release the reins. And so in the end, that is what he does. The mind releases its domination of prana. We release the reins in Yoga Nidra. And we let the spirit force awaken and carry us all the way home. The horse, prana, knows the way home. So the mind can take us many places. It can do many things, but it cannot take us back to the place from which it came. But prana can. So today, as I lead you through this short experience, just allow yourself to not do the techniques, but feel them energetically. Allow your body to respond non-mentally. Please lie down. And just finding a position that's most comfortable for you. And as you're ready, close your eyes and allow your attention to move inward. Feel your whole being beginning to soften and relax. Breathe in fully and exhale with a deep sigh. And again, breathe in fully and exhale, let go even more. And feel a deep sense of peace and contentment begin to wash over. Now follow my guidance as we take 3 deep breaths. Ready? Let's inhale together. Hold the breath in, closing off the throat. And when prompted by the inner urge of the body, release the breath slow and steady. Breathing normally. Second breath now, inhale together. Hold the breath in, closing off the throat. And holding even longer now, but without strain. Remain the neutral observer. When prompted, release the breath, breathing it out until there's nothing left. Deep-seated tensions leaving the body with the breath. Breathing normally. Expelling from the body whatever it no longer needs. Third breath, inhaling together. Hold the breath in, closing off the throat. Continue to hold, but relax the face, the shoulders as you hold. When prompted, release the breath, breathing it all out until you're completely empty and open. Breathing normally. Observing the breath becoming progressively quieter and more still until it's almost impossible to detect. Feel yourself descending down into the stillness beneath the mind. All excess tension and holding carried out with each exhaling breath. Let go. Let go even more. Now follow my guidance as we begin the yogic breath. Breathing in deeply, fill your lungs from the bottom to the top, as if filling a water bottle. As you exhale, release from top to bottom. Let your breath be slow and steady. Observe the movement of your abdomen and chest as you breathe in and out. And stay connected to the wonderful feeling, release of tension. Let this feeling extend to every part of your body. Now redirect your full attention to the breath. Create no struggle around breathing. Just use the breath to release any tensions. Let the exhalation be longer than the inhalation. Undivided attention on the movement of the abdomen and chest as you breathe in and out. With each breath out, release any tension held in your body and anticipations in the mind. Let go. With each breath in, fill every nerve and cell with pulsating, healing energy. Now breathe normally and be still. Bring your total attention to the pulsating energy field, felt in the form of sensations in your body. Observe how your attention feeds the expansion of the pulsating energy field. Feel all the tension in your mind and tightness in the muscles. Simply melt, drain away, and dissolve in the expanding energy field. Recognize your deep connection to the original source of life force, the life energy that sustains your life, and is the energy of your soul. Now follow my guidance as we move awareness through different parts of the body. Let your attention rest on each body part as I name it, without comment or judgment. All 10 toes, both ankles, both knees, thighs, pelvis, abdomen, chest, arms, hands, throat, face, back of the head, shoulder blades, spine, buttocks, calves, heels, soles of the feet, sense the whole body from the top of the head to the tips of the toes. Sense the whole body contained in vast, spacious awareness. Bring your attention to the center between the eyebrows. And allow yourself to drop into the deepest level of relaxation. Open. Empty of all doing. Empty of all past, all future. Feel yourself as time transcendent presence right now. And then slowly begin to deepen your inhalations and exhalations. Allow your inhalations to be a bit more full, your exhalations a bit more complete. And slowly feel yourself beginning to rise to the surface of awareness. Notice how relaxed the body is. how soft the breath is, how quiet the heartbeat is. Be still and be grateful. Know that you can easily return here again and again. When you're ready, you can remain here, slowly making your way up to a seated position. Just allowing yourself to sit in meditation